Hi guys, this is Zach from Watches on You, and today we are taking a look at a watch that we probably actually should have done a long time ago. This is the Omega Seamaster Professional 41mm Co-Axial. So now we're going to take this down on the pad and get a closer look at it. Okay guys, here's the watch in greater detail, and right off the bat I'm going to go off of its stainless steel case. So the case uses a mixture of polished and brushed edges. As you can see, the tops of the lugs are polished, and just like almost every other Omega, they sweep all the way to the other end and to the other polished lug, and then you have polishing around the crown guards, and then of course you have the brush sides right there. So on the other side, again, you have the same thing, flowing polish from the lugs and then the brush side. Now right here, I'm just going to tell you what that is. That is actually a manual helium release valve, and you can see that's polished. So what that does is that just allows the gas to escape from the watch case, because when you're diving at great depths in a diving, or actually when you're in a diving bell and it becomes pressurized, helium can actually get through the seals in the watch, and that increases the pressure. And what happens then is if you don't have a way to release it, the crystal of the watch can actually get pushed out. So to activate it, you just unscrew it like you would unscrew a crown. Obviously you turn it left, and then that unscrews, it pops out, then you can screw it back in to close it. When you're in the water, you're going to want to close that, because that can allow some water to come in. So now going on, well actually I'll go into the bracelet. So the bracelet is a stainless steel bracelet as well, again using a mixture of polished and brushed edges. You have brushing on the side, brushing on the top, and then you have these four little lines of polish that kind of make the band, give the band a little bit more of a unique look. I really like the band, and I'll show you it on the wrist later. Now the clasp, it is really all brushed. Looks very good. Brushing's very consistent. You have the engraved Omega logo right there. On the inside, again, just brushed bars. You have a diver's extension right here. Very good. Sometimes, actually, I will mention, you have to make sure you get the diver's extension back in correctly, or else the clasp won't close. So that is kind of downside. Like as you can see right here, this is what happens. It looks like it's in, but it isn't actually in. So what you have to do is you kind of actually have to push down on the front harder and then put it back, and then it will pop in. So yeah. Now moving on to the blue dial. So this one we got in the blue dial configuration. James Bond actually used the older quartz version of this watch in one of the movies, and but this is the new coaxial automatic. So you have a blue ceramic bezel. You have a blue glossy dial that really has a nice blue color. I like how it's kind of not almost a little brighter than deep blue, but not kind of a popping blue. It just kind of gives it a really nice look. It looks a lot like the ocean water, which I'm sure that's what they tried to achieve, being that it's a dive watch. So now the bezel action on this watch is, I'm not gonna say it's okay. It's okay. I mean, there isn't wiggle, but the action itself, it's not very smooth. But I mean, it's not like a Rolex Submariner or actually the Cartier Diver, which I have right here. That is a very consistent, very smooth bezel. It's a lot clickier, but it's not a bad bezel by all means. And being that this watch is much cheaper than both of those, it is still a fantastic bezel. And ceramic insert, we actually don't find on all watches near this price range. So now it's powered by the Omega Coaxial Movement, and what that is that that's just a very accurate movement. It has a special escapement in it, and that just can allow it again to be more accurate. I believe it also, well yeah, it's just going to run better. It will run just better than I'd say a normal escapement. So now we're going to go into a wrist shot. So it is a 41mm diameter, very comfortable on the wrist. The band is again very comfortable. One thing though I think that makes it a little bit uncomfortable, if there's anything, is The edges are actually very sharp. I wish they kind of would have made it a bevel there. It can kind of, I don't know, not scratch, but you can kind of feel it sometimes. But there is no hair pinching or anything. I really, it's a very comfortable bezel. Omega's actually, sorry, not bezel, bracelet. Omega's kind of known for their bracelets being very comfortable. The clasp, again, very good, very easy to take on and off. Just pops in. Yeah, the 41mm, I really like it. My favorite bezel, my favorite diameter for a watch is like 40mm, so this fits the bill for me perfectly. I'm not a fan of huge watches. This is not a huge watch, but again, it's not too small. So I mean, I guess if you're really small, your wrist might be small, but I'd say 41mm is absolutely perfect for almost any wrist. Yeah, so in conclusion, this watch retails for $4,400. If you want to inquire for more information about this watch, we'll leave a link in the description. But yeah, very well made watch. I'd say it's a great entry level luxury watch. If you're looking out for your first luxury watch, I'd say this is a great option. It really fits the bill. And a lot of people, when they're going to get their first expensive watch, they want a sports watch just because they can wear it with anything. And I mean, you could basically wear this with anything. Great for the weekends, great for the weekdays. Yeah, it really fits everything. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Remember to check out our other videos and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.